When it comes to biodiversity, the amount of creatures an ecosystem has, a rainforest is unmatched. Rainforests only take up about 5% of the planet's surface, yet contain 70% of all life. So, our Ocean Treks Conservation Connections journey is going to take us to the rainforest of Nicaragua, where they're working to protect and better understand the beautiful red-eyed tree frog and the tapir. Today I'm exploring Nicaragua, a mecca for ecotourism. Like many others, I set out to make some discoveries. This, Milton, is one of my most favorite frogs. Is this muy común here?
Es bastante común acá. It's
Really?
very common.
That's awesome. You can't miss him. He's staring right at me. Those ruby-colored eyeballs. This is a world-famous frog. This is the red-eyed tree frog. And by having eyes situated to the front of its face, it gets its amphibian version of stereoscopic vision, which is important when you're trying to negotiate and navigate through that myriad of branches and vines and leaves. An amazing frog. And to discover the Agalichnes, the red-eyed tree frog, in this cloud forest at the edge of this volcano tells us that this ecosystem is not only diverse, it's incredibly healthy. Let's see if we can get him back there. There we go.
All right.
There we go. Nicaragua is known for its precious rainforest and abundant wildlife. So I'm taking one last moment to connect with a special native at a tapir reproduction center that's part of Nicaragua's National Zoo. Tapirs are amazing animals. Now, Otanqui is just a baby, only about 4 months old, and you can see the babies get these beautiful little stripes. Incredible creatures, and today we get to be a part of the amazing tapir story. Hola, Eduardo, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿cómo está, Jeff?
Bien, gracias. So this is Eduardo, the director of this tapir reproduction program. Now today, tapirs are in serious trouble. There's only about 800 tapirs left in Nicaragua, so that's why this program is so important. Here they have sanctuary and a concerted, very focused effort trying to save them. Now because Otanqui is so important, we need to get some measurements. So we're gonna measure the length of the ears, 12.
12 centímetros.
If you can look at the front of its face, you see it actually has a proboscis, something like you'd see on an elephant. But the closest relative of a tapir is actually the rhino. These animals are almost like a living link. They have not changed in over 35 million years. But unfortunately today, what's changing for the tapir is the world around them, which has put them in jeopardy, which is why this program is so important. So we have the measurements.
Y ahora vamos a la parte más difícil, que es pesarlo, pues.
So we need to try to get a weight on this tapir, and he's like me. No one wants to get a weight. Okay, ready? He weighs 104 pounds. As he grows, this information becomes a part of his backstory. In maybe a year or two, Otanqui will be going from this protected sanctuary back into the ecosystem where he belongs. But he'll have scientists that will be monitoring him to make sure he survives and thrives. As a bridge to survival in the wild, the center gives the animals a soft release where they are collared and monitored as they roam the habitat freely. One of the team members has invited me to help him check up on a recent release. Who are we looking for, Armando?
Jeff, we are looking for Itzel.
Itzel?
Yeah, a female tapir that we just released 2 weeks ago.
This is a place for it to familiarize itself with the wilds of a Nicaraguan ecosystem, but yet it has the security and safety of a sanctuary. And eventually, as Itzel gets more experience and more confidence, it will find its way probably into a national park.
Actually, the signal is thrown this way, Jeff.
This way? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fuerte. That's a strong signal.
Very close.
That's great news. It means this tapir is close. Let's go find her. Right over here, you think?
Yeah, yeah.
And there she is. This is
Yeah.
Itzel. Hola, Itzel. I see she hasn't lost her appetite.
She looks very healthy.
So Itzel, an adult tapir, would be eating upwards to 20 pounds of food every day to keep the caloric intake so they have enough fat in their bodies. Why are tapirs endangered?
Because they are losing their natural habitat due to deforestation.
And unfortunately, a species that has been on our Earth for 60 million years may disappear if we don't protect the ecosystem and the species that call it home. But the great news for us, this incredible tapir, is that there are a lot of folks in Nicaragua today on the front lines trying to save this species. So when does she get released into a wild habitat where she is on her own?
I think at 1 year we can push her into the wild.
A great moment, a great adventure, and only one part of our awesome, awesome Nicaraguan story.